Let's make some bread tomorrow. So we're gonna feed our starter tonight in hopes to start our dough tomorrow morning. My scale is out in the garage. It's cold out and it's dark out. I'm not gonna go and get it. But what you're gonna do, discard about 20-25 grams and you'll have 50 grams of starter in your jar, feed it 50 grams of flour, 50 grams of water. So you will end with 150 grams of starter. That way you will have 100 for your recipe tomorrow with leftover 50. So you'll be able to keep your starter healthy, keep it going. I'm just gonna eyeball mine. And your starter and your dough, actually, everything rises better with warmth. Sourdough thrives in warmer temperatures, like I think between like 75 and 80. My kitchen will probably be like 60 degrees in the morning. I'm taking her to bed with me, so she will be ready to go in the morning. It'll be a lot warmer upstairs in my bedroom. We'll see you in the morning and we'll start to make your first loaf of sourdough. That's huge, that's exciting. Good morning. So quick update, I forgot to bring her upstairs to keep her warm. So she's a little sluggish this morning. I'm gonna let her continue to rise up and get nice and bubbly today. And then tonight around 5 o'clock, I'm going to mix the dough and I'll do an overnight bulk ferment. And I will check back this afternoon. It didn't rise quite as much as I would like it to. However, I do know it's active. Let's make some bread. Okay, I should run outside and get my scale. Make sure that you're measuring in grams. We're gonna start with some water. So we're gonna do 325 grams of water. Now you're gonna zero your scale and come in with your 100 grams of starter. All the silicone spatulas are dirty, so I'm just gonna use a metal spoon. So this is the float test. If your starter is filled with the right gases and is ready to make bread, see how it's just floating on the top of the water? That means that it's filled with enough gases and enough air to make a good quality bread. Mix your starter in what you want. Get your bread flour and add 500 grams. I use kosher salt and I'm going to add 10 grams. Get rid of your scale, she's done. Now we begin to mix. You want to really mix all of your ingredients in, so I just sped this up because it is minutes of me mixing. Now we're gonna dump it on the counter and do some slap and rolls. If you've ever made any sort of dough before, you know to knead it to kind of work the dough. You want to mix all the ingredients in as best as you can. And you see right here, the dough is like pretty shaggy. Some parts are really moist, some parts are really dry. And as you work with the dough, it's all going to become very uniform, which is exactly what you want. I'm going to speed it up here because it's just the same thing over and over and over. I do this for, honestly, I think like between 5 and 10 minutes. Here's a slowed down version. See the technique. And I'm going to speed it on up again so you can just kind of get to see how the dough transforms from like a loose, shaggy dough to a more uniform and neat dough ball. So I'm going to show you. There's many minutes of me doing slap and folds in between showing you. But once it's done, throw it into your casserole dish, throw a lid on it. We're going to set a timer for 30 minutes and we'll do our first round of stretch and folds. Okay, I'm editing my video and I realized that for some reason I did not record my first set of stretch and folds, but here's my second round, just follow what I do there. Second round of stretch and folds. And set your timer for another 30 minutes for the last round. And lo and behold, my third round also got deleted somehow. But that's it. We're gonna let this bulk ferment overnight and we'll check it in the morning. Good morning. Let's check the dough. It's nice and jiggly. It's not very sticky. It is a little bit. Oh yeah, just kidding, it's sticky. So we're gonna leave this. I have to run some errands, so we'll come back and check it in about an hour. So my errands took a little longer than I anticipated. So it's now 11 o'clock. So it's accidentally been bulk fermenting for 18 hours, which is a very long time. It's nice and jiggly. It's not sticky. it's time to shape it and bake it. So first, you want to clean your surface. Now that it's clean and dry, we're going to sprinkle some flour on the surface. And now take your dough and dump it. And now you're going to make it thin and shape it like a rectangle. Some of these big air pockets I will pop, otherwise you'll have big holes in your bread. Okay. Fold it one time, take this and fold it 2 times. But now you have one long rectangle. Okay. And now we're gonna wanna pull tension on it. So when you're pulling tension, see how the top gets nice and tight, but it's not tearing? Oh my God, my kids. That's a big air bubble. I like to pop those. Pull it tight, and you'll have to do it a few times just so it's a nice loaf shape. So now I have some uncooked plain old rice just sitting at the bottom. That'll keep the bottom from burning. Parchment paper. That's it. Jojo, look over, please. Now that I have it shaped and in the loaf pan, I'm just gonna let this dough relax while the oven preheats. I just put my oven to 450 degrees, and once that gets up to temp, we'll score it and throw it in. The oven is preheated, so we are gonna score it and throw it in the oven. And we're just gonna do it like this. That's pretty much it. I want to go a little bit deeper. Let me put it down. Big split down the middle. I'm gonna put it in the oven. It's at 450 for 40 minutes. 40. Okay, we're just gonna take the lid off. Sneak a peek at the beauty. Okay, set a timer for 15 minutes and it should be done. It has been 15 minutes. I'm gonna pull it out of the oven and we will temp it. Gorgeous. We want an internal temp of 205. 206. And you want to make sure that the tip of your probe is like right in the middle of your loaf. 210. It's done. Get a cooling sheet. Ignore the mess. We just had lunch. And then take it off the parchment paper. Of a beautiful loaf.